Steven, go on and see if you can hear me.
Okay, hold on. Okay, speak.
Can you hear me?
Say, yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Double tap the screen, Steven.
Yeah.
It's not letting me. There we go. But just so you know, you can hear us a lot better.
Hi,
too.
coffee lover. Welcome in. Can you hear me with just the one in, Steven? Because I can't hear you talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm testing out these Bluetooth speakers. If you guys can't hear me at any time, please let me know in the comments.
No, you're good, Deborah.
Am I still connected, Steven? Yep, I hear myself. We're all good. Hi, Dax. Welcome in. Haven't seen you in a while. Long time no see. I'm making breadsticks for our spaghetti tonight. Right now, I'm waiting for the water to get to temperature. I might just empty some out and just add some cold.
It's so fun.
And then it's got to be between 108 and 110. It's 98.4. That's good enough. If I start walking now, I will be there about Christmas. Save some spaghetti, please. Will do. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to my water to get it to dissolve. And 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. That's equivalent to 1 pack of your instant dry yeast. I store my instant yeast in the refrigerator to keep it fresh. And now that it's sat for a minute on the water, I'm going to stir it in really good because we got to activate this yeast. I'm probably going to use a little whisk here because that's not really doing it very well for me. I don't want like big chunks of yeast floating on the water. All right. Now that's got to sit about 5-10 minutes to let it activate, depending on the temperature of your water. So I'll just put it up here. You see it right now. You see how it's just one solid water thing. And that's 1 1/3 cups of water and a tablespoon of sugar and 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, or equivalent to 1 pack if you want to use a packet. And that's dry active yeast I'm using. And I am going to bring my mixer in front of you. And I pretty much do these breadsticks with my spaghetti a majority of the time, and sometimes I will do Texas cheese toast in a box if I feel real lazy. You're gonna need a total of 3 cups flour. So I'm just gonna, and how I fill my flour cup, I just take a scoop and put it in. You don't really want it too compacted in here. And it's about 3 cups of flour. 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes I can't get these lids to go on right. That was always an issue with me with Tupperware. And then about a tablespoon of salt, and I use my palm of my hand to measure. And about yay of salt. And then once my yeast has bloomed, I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of olive oil. She's starting to. And in this time while I'm doing this, waiting for this yeast to bloom, welcome in, Pedro, welcome in. I'm going to put a pound of hamburger, your choice of hamburger meat, whatever kind of hamburger meat you want. I use ground chuck. I'm going to use 1 pound of ground chuck, and I'm going to cut that open and get my pot ready to brown. See if I can. We don't need that bean crisp jars in here.
I've been fighting your game for
Yesterday we had a little happy accident with the oven. My husband baked a pizza in the oven and turned around and cheese got in the bottom and I didn't know. And I went to cook. My house got filled with smoke. Happy accident. Happy, happy, happy. Hi everybody, welcome in. If you missed the first part, I am activating my yeast here for my breadsticks. It is 1 1/3 cups warm water between 109 and 108 and 110 degrees with 2 1/4 teaspoons equivalent to 1 packet of dry active yeast and 1 tablespoon of sugar. In my bowl, I got 3 cups of bread flour with a tablespoon of salt. And I will add 2 teaspoons of olive oil to my activated yeast in a minute here. And I will dump that in my bowl. And I'm going to let that do its thing in the bowl till it becomes one uniform ball of dough. So I'm pretty much all, and then I opened up my 1 pound of hamburger and I got that in my pot. And once I get this dough made, I'm going to actually bring you guys over to the stove while I prep up the spaghetti sauce. And this is not a homemade spaghetti sauce. This is a jar sauce. So you can use any kind of jar sauce you really like. And I like Prego and I get the green pepper and mushroom. If you don't like that, get what kind of flavor you like. My yeast is activated. It is foamy. I don't know if you can see that. It's foamy on the top. I was expecting it to be a little bit more foamier, but I got to remember my bread recipe has a tablespoon, so it's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of olive oil to that. And if you don't have a mixer like I have, you can knead your dough by hand. It just takes a little bit longer. And then I just dump that mixture into my bowl. I'm going to make sure I get all that yummy goodness out of there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have any turrets.
And I put my mixer head down, lock it, and do not go over speed 2, do speed 2. And it will come together, just be patient. Hi Paul, welcome in. I'm making the breadstick dough. Yeah. This is, it's an Olive Garden dupe recipe. But we like it a lot, it's really good. Now I added 3 cups of flour. If you have to add more due to your humidity levels where you're at, then you can do that. Or you can leave a little bit out. But right now it's so dry here. I think we're going to be fine with what I put in here. And you'll know when it comes together because it will start pulling away from the sides of the bowl. And now it has pulled from the sides of the bowl. I'll kind of show you what it looks like at this moment. You kind of see how it came up on my hook. And then I'm going to knead it in my mixer for a little while yet. So I'm going to put it back on here. And I'm going to let it knead for a little bit in my mixer. You don't want to over knead it though either. So I'll show you kind of what you're looking for when it comes together. I'm actually going to take it out. It should be sticky, but not to where it like sticks to your hands. You get a little bit to stick to your hands, but not a lot. I'm going to get my mixer out of the way here before I pull my bowl off. Alright, so I'm going to dump it out on my table here. I'm going to give it a little couple kneads. You don't have to do this, I just do it. And I kind of shape it into a little ball by bringing it into the center hole. And that's also a form of kneading, by the way. My dough is going to look like kind of like this. It's come together. It's not sticking to my hands. You're going to take your olive oil, put about a tablespoon or about a tablespoon in the bottom of your bowl. About a tablespoon. Just put your dough in there, mix it around a little bit, get it covered in oil so it doesn't stick in your bowl. And at this point, you can cover it with a towel, or I have a disposable shower cap, and then set it in a nice warm place for a while till it doubles in size.
Just don't let them cuss at me, because I would.
And then wash your hands because you're going to have oil on your hands from spinning it around in that bowl.
I'm saying it's rude cusses. That's fine.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. As you're coming in, please double tap that screen, like, subscribe, do all of the above. All right, I'm bringing you over here into my kitchen area here a little bit. And if you guys get the death circle, let me know. I cannot see it on my end. My husband is watching off and on, so we'll go from there. I'm turning my heat to a medium heat, and I got 1 pound of ground chuck in here. You can use whatever kind of beef you like to use for your spaghetti. And I'm getting seasonings out of my avalanche of a seasoning cabinet. I don't want you guys seeing that. I don't have a lot of room, so everything's crammed into cabinets. Okay, so I need... Okay. So I got minced onion, and I put that into my ground beef as it's cooking. Season with your heart. I add until I like. So I put in that. And then Italian seasoning. And I season that with my heart. About there. I have a pot here. I'm going to fill about halfway with water for my noodles, and we're going to get that on to boil.
Wait, you can do that?
And if you guys haven't yet, go back and check out my playlist. In my playlist, there is a section called Cooking on the Replay. If there's anything in there you like to want to try, you can go in there and watch it, and it will show you how. They're all listed nicely in the picture, saying meatloaf, no peak chicken, like that. So I'm going to get my water on to boil. Let's get some ocean glitter, as I've heard it called. Season your ocean with some salt. I was taught that if you salt your water, it'll come to a boil faster. That's what my mom always said. I'm not really going in on my meat chopping it yet because you want to kind of cook it a little bit. Now, we have a secret ingredient. Has anybody guessed it? This is my secret ingredient. I take these and I finely chop them up and I put them in the sauce. If you haven't tried it, it's really yum. I'll show you about how I cut them. And that is stadium bratwurst.
Yeah, I think we're gonna buy a double for it.
Trust the process, it's really good.
Done. I just need to get some. Like, 2 more. Okay. Fine. Wait, how much is 5?
Be careful not to cut your fingers. Yes, I am a cooking show.
Oh, that smells
I
good.
do use knives. You're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah,
Secret ingredient has been activated into the sauce.
okay.
You can't get kids to eat vegetables and stuff. This is your way to sneak it in. Kids love spaghetti. And if you can sneak in vegetables any way you can, do it. Or other kinds of meat. Is my audio okay in the live? Can somebody leave a comment with an ear or something to let me know you can hear me? I'm trying a new way with my audio. I can have an earbud in my ear. Awesome. Thank you, Paul. And I did about 2 bratwursts in here. Now I'm going in with I got like this little Pampered Chef meat chopper. You can get them at the dollar store. I've seen them there. I really like these things. I got my heat and in between medium and low, and I'm browning my hamburger. If I go any sooner with the chopper in there, that meat will stick in my chopper, so I wait a little bit for it to cook down a little bit. I do have my puppies at my feet. They're waiting for the scraps.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have the fire trade. Come on, give me AR. I got a rare.
Now, I never tried regular brats. I've always used the stadium. I guess they're a little bit milder than a regular brat. If you want, you can use Italian sausage, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, I chop them into fine little small pieces. At this point, my hamburger meat's almost cooked through. I'm going to put these little brats in here and kind of cook them with it. I'm not making sauce from scratch today.
Okay. Okay, 3
I am using jar sauce.
white.
Had a long day today, so we're making it as simple as possible.
Now they're getting shot. Oh yeah, go back to wait.
I'm going to get my oven up to
You gotta don't try it, right?
400. I'm going to do.
I just started making wall, by the way.
And then I have a trick for you all on, you've probably seen it around. It's not just my trick. Hi Corey, welcome in. You take a paper towel to get the grease out of your pot. I have 1 pound of ground chuck in here, and I have 2 stadium brats that I cut up and I added in here. You can do Italian sausage if you like,
My last defense is this guy.
but that's just what I like.
You keep my feedback.
Pair of tongs. I don't put grease down my sink. It's not a good thing to do. Although we had a plumber here when we first moved in here that told me if you're gonna do grease down your sink, use extreme hot water and put Dawn dish soap in there, because the Dawn dish soap will break up the grease and the oil as it's going down. But I still refuse to do that. That stuff will harden in your drains. So I'm taking a paper towel and I'm getting the grease out. I don't lose as much meat doing this either. And then I just take my greasy paper towel and throw it away.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness, revive this!
Hi Spice, welcome in.
You don't come over. Bro, he needs to come over here before I die.
And guys, I did do a long shift today on the DoorDash and Uber Eats. I started at, and I got done about 2. Couldn't resist the $3 peak pay they had a majority of the day. I did pretty well. Alright, I think we got out a majority of that grease from the hamburger meat. And Should look about that way when you're done, because that's brown. And as you're doing that, your water's heating up in the back on that burner to boil your noodles. I use Prego, green pepper, mushroom. Use whatever flavor you want. That's what I use. Just dump that bad boy in. Get you about a quarter cup of water in the jar. Shake it up. Because you paid for all that. Use all of that. And then I'm going to switch over to a spoon. And I'm going to mix that in. That's my sauce. And the secret ingredient was stadium bratwurst, if you hadn't guessed. Wouldn't be Wisconsin if you didn't use a brat in your sauce. And that's what my sauce looks like. I haven't quite gotten it figured out how to angle my camera, and maybe if I bring you in. Whoa. There we go. Rock it like a rock star. But then I make everybody dizzy when I do that. There we go. And then I take the rest of my bratwurst. I'll have them as lunch. I will bag them and put them in my refrigerator. Now, I'm going to turn my sauce off until my noodles are done and reheat.
It's the gold crate.
Pretty much so my sauce is done.
Bought so many wooden crates.
So now we're waiting on noodles to boil. I just got Impossible inks in today. Oh, links in today. Oh, that will work too. You can use that too. You can use your Impossible ground beef too.
Yeah, I like these there too.
I'm going to put this in my refrigerator. And in this time, I'm also making Olive Garden Duke breadsticks. So we're waiting for our dough to rise. And she's got to double in size before I can use her, I believe. Yeah, I know. For my noodles, I'm using the half length noodles. And I got my oven set to 400 for my breadsticks. And I will need to get in a dish. I will make the butter part with you guys on here too. Yes, yes, yes we will. Oh, achy breaky back. Princess, get out of here. Because I need the microwave. Garlic powder. I'm going to get my handy dandy Dixie paper bowl.
It's close.
And I'm going to put about 4 tablespoons of salted. I'm off camera right now so you guys know because my microwave's over here. I'll show you before I put it in the microwave. About 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm coming that way. Princess, you gotta move, honey. I got garlic powder. And I'm just gonna season that to my heart. Garlic powder. My butter is a salted butter. And Italian seasoning. Season to your heart. This is going to be what you're going to put on top of your breadsticks when they come out of the oven. And I'm going to take this and just throw it in my microwave till it melts. 30 seconds, I would say.
Okay, we're wait 50.
My oven is preheated. I'm probably going to preheat it to 425, actually. I'm turning this front burner on. I'm going to actually bring my pot of water forward. Oops, don't do that. Happy accident. Happy accident.
I'm putting how much damage I can
Turn
do.
that rear burner off.
3,000.
My handles on my thing get really, really hot, so be careful on grabbing your handles. But I have like numb fingertips
Just got 3,000.
because I worked in a pizza place for many years and grabbing them with my hands on accident. Landslide. Oh, I have no room literally in my house. Everything is crammed into spaces, so I have no cabinet space. Get my strainer out.
Okay, when are that over 50?
That was the whole purpose of getting the island, but my island ended up becoming my storage unit for all my sourdough items. And now I gotta fix my cabinet because the hinges broke on the cabinet doors on it. Don't ask me how that happened, but it did.
Okay, I'm gonna find it so you don't need to go through torment too much. Okay.
Maybe I could put you guys back a little bit more. That would give me room to walk around a little bit. And I got Gertrude a new home. We got a mason jar for her. I'm actually going to make sourdough pretzels that I've been planning to do for days tonight. Microwave. Don't make a mess.
Oh, yeah.
If I made a mess, it would be my mess.
But soon enough, he needs help.
There we go. And then I'm just going to mix some seasonings in with that melted butter. And that'll be my what I put on top of the breadsticks when they come out.
I'm helping him like 5%. I'm shopping.
Grab your well-seasoned cookie tray.
Oh yeah. I don't need help with my base because I just stopped it.
Landslide here too. I'm telling you. I organize it and I still end up with a landslide. Grab yourself some parchment paper. The object is to cover the bottom of your well-seasoned cookie tray. Crumple it up. Is it'll lay better? It'll stay flat on your tray and not curl up on you.
Wait, there's a shadow tray?
There we go. So you cover your tray with that. I'm going to set that behind me. My water's coming to a boil. We're going to go at it. It rose, but it'll be fine. I got a little bench scraper here. I'm going to divide it into 12 pieces. Yeah, even as possible. And they ain't all going to be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, we're making breadsticks. It doesn't have to be perfect. Make a little tube as even as possible. and lay them on your little baking sheet. Remember, this is not artwork. It's edible food. And as you know, I used olive oil on here, which is good for your skin.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. We're going to have some thin breadsticks, some thick breadsticks. But you know what? It's homemade, and you can say, I made it. You just kind of roll it out like that, and just slap it on your cookie sheet. Some of these going to be some hearty breadsticks.
Let's go. Yeah. That's pretty good. I'm ready to
Flop
buy
that
a new
dough
one.
on there. That one got a little Italian seasoning in it from when I was shaking it.
I think I might be leaving that tonight.
My kid would like the smaller ones anyway. So then you got all your breadsticks on your sheet like that. Let's sit for a moment, and I'm going to wash up and clean up my mess. You want them to rest a little bit. My dishes are accumulating too, but that's okay. I wash them. You don't have to. I wish I had a dishwasher. That's what I wish.
I hit my kneecap for real. I hit my
Dry my
kneecap.
hands. And then I'm going to clean my countertop off.
I play some landmines. I think they're landmines. I think they're called spikes. I call them landmines, but they're actually
And I lice all my countertop. OCD anxiety. Alright, so now we're going to get back to what we're doing. Hey Debbie, welcome in. Bring you a little bit closer. And because I got the noodles that are already half length, I'm just basically going to dump that in my water. Box tells you how long to cook your noodles for, but unfortunately I can't read that stuff because I'm blind as a bat. So we're going to teach you my method. My method is cook that stuff until you taste it and it's the way you like it. Get your little pasta spoon. This thing is a pasta spoon. Technically, this in the center, you put your noodles in there. That's supposed to be 1 serving of noodles. Technically. And I'm going to give this a little stir around. You don't have to, but I do. Because otherwise, sometimes they'll go in a clump. Happy accident. Look. The noodle wanted to be in the sauce. Alright, so now I'm not 100% positive. I'm going to do about 10 minutes on these breadsticks. They've sat now for a little bit. I'm going to do 10 minutes. They're going to rise in the oven.
Wait. Oh, you can just hold it.
It should be about how long my noodles are going to probably be to get done too. I just stir my noodles every so often.
It's fine.
And then I need to get some stuff down on my countertop because you guys are going to want to see these breadsticks when they come out.
Wait, is John even in the game still?
So we're going to clean up some area here.
Wait, you're even at my face?
I am putting something down on my countertops. These countertops could probably handle the heat, but I'm still going to put something down on it between the pan and my heated thing.
Bro, no, do what you do. I was in the same area.
And cooking does not have to be perfect. It really doesn't. It's simple, it's easy. I'd rather eat at home and have homemade spaghetti than anything else. Because I made it. And I have a bowl of cheese in my fridge that I probably need to use up. So we're going to check it, see. Oh yeah, we can use that cheese. And I have Parmesan cheese to go on top of my spaghetti. I'm going to grab that too. We have grated Parmesan. I have mozzarella and shredded Colby Jack cheese that we can also put on our spaghetti. I shred my own cheese. I don't ever use the bag cheese. They coat it with stuff and it doesn't melt as good as if you shred it. And if you knew, you can buy them blocks of cheese and actually freeze them in your freezer. I do, like I buy the blocks. I buy several blocks of them and I put them in my freezer. And I keep them in my freezer until I want to use it. If you take it out the morning of when you gotta cook or the night before and put it in your refrigerator, it'll be thawed out for you the next day. The night before is a better idea. In a pinch, I pulled it out early in the day and kind of watched it until it started to thaw and put it in my fridge. And remember, if you salt your water, your pasta's going to have a little salty taste to it. That's normal. But salting it, my mom always told me if you salt the water, it'll come to a boil faster. So that's what I've always done. My mom always made pasta sauce from scratch. I worked all day. I'm not going to show you guys that today. That'll be another live.
Bro, you did 5 seconds ago. You said it twice, in fact. 5 seconds ago.
And I've been on live for 49 minutes. I made homemade breadsticks, my spaghetti sauce with the hidden treat in it of the brats, and my noodles. And I will have dinner done in less than an hour and a half.
Ooh, a chest! Right in front of your face.
And I have my doggies in the kitchen as of right now too. I'm watching my breadsticks because I don't want them to burn, but you want them to get brown, and they'll get bigger in the oven. Once they get done in the oven, you're gonna pull them, and you're gonna take that butter mixture I showed you a little bit ago, and you're gonna coat them all over the top, just like Olive Garden would. Although mine are better than Olive Garden because I made them.
Come on, let me have a chest. I'm on a roll.
Did you make 2 sauces or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it.
Okay.
I feel confident.
Okay.
And that's about all to it.
Hell no.
Does anybody have any questions? If you want to go back and catch any of my other cooking videos to learn things to cook, or have meal ideas, If you go into my playlist, I have saved all my lives of my cooking so far. It is under cooking on the replay in my playlist. And if you haven't liked, please like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. I do a lot of making my own bread items. You'll find that in here. I do sourdough, but I haven't really been working with that too much on here. My husband requests tacos, so if you guys want to tune in tomorrow too to watch me make tacos, you can do that too. I will put up notification when I'm gonna go live.
Oh shit, you got a bunch of stuff.
You can pull it back and try to take some of it off. I just didn't know where to put it at the moment.
Okay.
I think it's just my sweater and raincoat for dashing. My husband's coming to sit in the kitchen with us. My space in here is very limited. The cabinets you see is what I have. So you get creative where you're gonna put stuff. And there was a trick my mom did when I was a kid. You take a spaghetti noodle and whip it at your cabinet. But I'm not gonna do that because my cabinets are not very clean to do that. I'm not throwing food at the cabinet to see if it's done. But usually if the noodle sticks, it'll stick to your wall or your cabinet, and that usually means it's done. But I usually taste the noodle. That's the more common way to do it. But my mom was like, take the noodle, throw it at the wall. If it sticks, it's done. That's how my mom taught
I
me.
really want to play Forsaken, guys. I'm bored.
Our parents
It's
basically taught us from sitting in the living room how to cook.
Like a game that has a killer and survivors, and you have to pay money from.
They still got a little way. They're a little tough in the center. You want them to be able to where you can eat them and it's not too mushy, but you don't want it crunchy.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be way worse now. No.
What are you doing, Lincoln? You sniffing my foot?
Fine, there's money in the game.
I want to do pretzel bites tonight. We're going to see how I feel after supper. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. It is what it is. It was a long day today, but the orders were so good. Like, we got like a $19 order for 7 miles. We got a $16 order for 5 miles. We were getting some pretty good orders on the DoorDash today, but they also had $3 peak pay because our weather is very frigid. It's really cold outside. But it warmed up. It was like minus 11 when we started, and it got to plus 1.
Something like that.
Who just said gamble? One character in Forsaken can gamble. It's
Okay,
called
I think
chance.
these are about at it in the oven.
Oh, you do the garlic afterwards?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
These are the breadsticks. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of them. But they could go a little bit longer. I'm looking for an even brownness on the bottom of them.
I am tapped.
So we're going to put them in just a little bit longer. My timer is going to go off. I should turn it off. And we're going to... I hit you. Shush. 4:25.
Don't be a
Start.
sacrificer. because
Timer.
if you do that,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
you still get money,
Start.
you'll get
We're gonna
like
give her a little bit longer. Hi, Kaylee. Welcome in.
Hey,
How are you today?
there's too much people.
We're making
Someone
spaghetti
has to get out.
my way. My way. Or the highway.
I might crash.
I'm tired. I bet. You're gonna be even more tired in a couple months, but you're gonna be relieved tired.
Leave the game, y'all.
Let's check the noodles.
We got more of this cheese left over. I'll use some on a pizza later.
You're about to fall out.
Lincoln? Lincoln?
I gotta figure out how to put them in and keep them in.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that mic.
Yes, you could. Only with one character.
Because having that mic,
You
I
gotta,
can
wait,
attach it to my thing and not worry about falling out my ear.
you gotta wait until we go out next.
I know.
Yeah, you have to wait 15 minutes.
I thought that's what you were getting.
If you're the new. If you're tapped, it'll take like 5.
I'm gonna get one of those little fuzzy mics that you give me. Put to your apron.
You can get more money by.
My noodles are about done, so I'm gonna move you guys over a little bit so I can drain them. Get through without dumping my water.
Okay, join after I make a game.
I'm grabbing with pot holders because my handles get hot from the burner because I have a gas stove.
3, 2, 1. Join me in 4 seconds. Join me in 4 seconds.
And
John has to join me.
I'm gonna bring forward my sauce. Put my noodles on the back burner here, which the back burner is off. Oh, happy accident. I had the spaghetti noodle in my sauce.
Yeah.
From when I put them in the pot, they must have fell in there. Now I'm gonna turn my front burner on to get my sauce heated up. We're gonna pull our breadsticks because they should be about done now. Okay. Breadsticks in my hand. We're gonna check the bottom. Oh yeah, that's even brown. Turn off the timer, turn off the oven. Turn you here a little bit. And then I'm going to take that butter and Italian seasoning butter mixture with the garlic powder in it. And I'm just going to coat these breadsticks generously.
Goku keeps joining my server. That's one of my friends. Goku has to leave, bruh. I have 2 guys.
That smells so good. If you guys could smell this in the camera, holy cow.
Okay, oh crap, eat some more.
Make sure you stir your sauce because it will splatter. Alright. Multitask. Multitasking. I'm going over with the last bit of butter on the ones that look a little too light.
Let me get a spoon of that sauce real quick.
Wait, John, are you
Please, no.
No.
Forsaken? Oh my god. Oh crap.
And then I'm going to serve up a plate with you guys.
My position in line's 1.
I got to take a picture of my plate. I'm actually using a bowl, guys. I like my spaghetti in a bowl. So I just get a little scoop of spaghetti. Some people mix theirs in. I don't. I put mine right on top.
2, 1. 21.
And then I like a little cheese on mine.
You stupid.
And a little bit of Parmesan.
21.
And then you get a little breadstick. Put that on the side. And there's your dish. Easy peasy supper. And I made them breadsticks from scratch. Go ahead and help yourself, Steven.
Yeah,
Bro, I can't join.
I'm going to move the camera and I'm going to eat with them on live.
Okay.
That's what 337 if you want to kill the killer.
Sorry for making you dizzy.
Yeah, like control the killer.
I have very limited space, guys. Very limited. And we will go in and have a little bite.
Give me a fork and a knife.
Yummy, looks good. It smells so good. It may be messy, but it's my house, not your house. We're not all perfect. I bet there's days that your house is messy too. So thank you so much, Karen, for your opinion. I didn't ask you to stay. I didn't ask you. You could scroll on.
John, I can't join
Easy
you.
spaghetti. And yes, my house is kitschy. I just are messy. I just got done making spaghetti. I got dishes. I don't have a dishwasher. If you want to come wash my dishes, go for it.
I can't join.
It's an apartment, Karen. I live in an apartment. We're getting our house soon here in summer. Okay, you can condemn it then. And you don't have to be here. Just like I did that. There. Good riddance, Karen. Go be a Karen in your own Karen. You probably don't cook food in your home. You probably order out, takeout all the time. I don't care. My house is what it is. Everything's in a clutter because I don't have storage. But you know what? I have a roof over my head. I have food to cook. I have food in my belly. And that's all you need. And I work hard for my stuff.
Jeez.
Not all of us were born with a silver spoon. But I have to add some people as moderators because I don't have very many. So let's.
And if you see me on the game,
Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel. Doop. Doop. Let's see. Doop. And then. Yes, it's a scary face. I can make even a better scary face. Doop. Doop. There you guys go. I handed out some mods here. Scary face. I'm blessed because I have a roof over my head and I'm going to be getting a house. So once I get my house, I'll have things in a better organization. And opinions are like assholes and everybody has them. So you got to get a backbone to these people.
Down.
Hi, Luke. Welcome in. You missed my Karen in my live. We had Karen in here. She had her opinion like everybody else does. Yep, biatches.
you can see my name.
I made these. These are so good. That's kind of the inside. They're really good. I gotta make my son a plate. He's gonna have his opinion on it because he's a kid. They're allowed to have their opinion.
Server is busy. Oh, that's weird. It says the server is busy.
You're welcome, Debbie.
What they do is someone came on my thing to get in the day and says server.
Hi, Luke. Again, hi, Luke. Welcome in. Welcome to my humble, messy abode, as Karen was saying. She would condemn my place. You know what, though? I have a roof over my head, and I'm blessed to have that. And I'll be having a house of my own soon. It's not my roof, you know. I don't own this building, but I rent it. Michael, come get your dinner, please. Which breadstick you want?
I want to get that.
Come here. Come here. You can come up here and tell and point. As long as you're right here, you won't be in it. What do you want? Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
That one? Here you go. Alright, get out of here with your spy channel. My son was doing the da-da-da. What is that, Mission Impossible? So my secret ingredient in my spaghetti was bratwurst. It wouldn't be Wisconsin without bratwurst and cheese. I don't have beer because I don't drink beer. Michael, my friend. Oh yes, it is your friend. He didn't want to go on the camera, Deb, because he doesn't have a shirt on. He's running around in pajama pants. They didn't have school. It's the weekend. Plus, it's really cold. It was minus 42 with the wind chill yesterday. Today, I think it was like minus 28 with the wind chill. Yeah, it's hot.
I can join the game.
And little did Karen know, I wipe everything down and I clean everything. My house is not a mess. It's just unorganized. I do have dishes. That's messy. But I'm not washing as I go because I don't have a place to put my dishes until on my counter until after I clean up my dinner mess. So she can get bent.
Hello.
She can go on somebody else's live and bitch about their house. I bet your house is 10 times worse. That's why she's bitching about mine. I literally have the cabinets you see to put stuff in. And I like to cook. I have a lot of pots and pans. I have bowls, all that stuff. I have no room. I cram everything I can into my cabinets as best as I can. Exactly, Luke. So I took her mouth out of here. She didn't have to be here. Well, she don't have to worry about it no more. She has no access. I have not eaten all day. I've been fasting the last couple days. I get up and I just go. I didn't even have my protein stuff in the morning. So I'm probably going to get full pretty quick here.
Anyone there? Hello? Anyone there? Are you laughing?
I made 150 some bucks today in 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Are you laughing?
Peak pay was phenomenal today.
Me?
I haven't seen peak pay like that since over a year. Even around Christmas time, I wasn't seeing $3 peak pay. I seen dollar. And I didn't chase it. I was scheduled. It just happened to be. Hi, Dean. Welcome in. The special ingredient was stadium bratwurst.
Oh, me too. Are you in a bike, bro?
Steven, what do you think?
What is in the SUV?
It's okay, I guess.
It's okay, I guess. He'd rather not have the bratwurst in there, I think. But it's good.
Yeah, it's edible. It's good.
His words. It's edible.
I don't like bratwurst, but it's okay.
My husband doesn't eat brats to get go. So
At the start.
that's why I listed it as a secret ingredient. Secret ingredient is cooking with love. Yes, it is, Paul. Taking in pride in what you do. And I can tell you it's better than going to McDonald's and getting a Big Mac. And it's better than going to Taco Bell and getting a taco.
Somehow I got an A.
and it's not 100% processed. Because some of the things like in a jar are made, so I think you can consider that process. It's better choices. Sorry, Paul. I hope it gets better.
How did I not die?
I had to have a nerve released in my arm, so I can kind of relate.
Bro, did you leave?
You just rest and you get better. All right, Luke, thank you for coming in. I'm about to get off here anyway because I'm done cooking and I'm going to relax and clean up my place that needs to be condemned because it's so bad.
Anyone there?
Just remember, be happy. Don't take people's negativity personal. They can go get bent. This is the second time it's happened. I had a massage on Friday. I've had acupuncture as well. It did ease, but now it's gone back again in pain. Oh. I know my husband's dealing with one in his shoulder. They're going to do a CAT scan, and they're also going to do that ENG on his nerves and his legs for his neuropathy. I will have this video or this live in my playlist under cooking on the replay. Thanks to Dean. I appreciate that for helping me with that part. If you haven't liked, please like, please subscribe. Put your notification bells on when I go live. I'm possibly going to go live tomorrow making tacos. We're going to see how that goes. I got to get up and go dashing so I can get some of the ingredients for tacos. So, but as always, guys, see you later. Thank you for coming to my kitchen. There goes my little beagle coming to the counter for his plate. Bye, everybody. Thank you.